Alrighty, hi team, how are we all? I have got a clingy toddler with me, so excuse me as I do mum life in between all of this. But obviously, as you guys have seen, we've been in Vegas and we are so excited after an awesome weekend. Myself and Pastor Kitty really just wanted to rally the team together, share some of our key takeaways, and just help you guys close out a massive month. So what we're going to do is I've asked Penny and Ronnie, they're going to share just a couple of minutes their key takeaways, and then I'm going to ask Pastor Kitty to share some key points as well, and then I'll finish us off on just how to finish this month smashing your goals. So Penny, I'll get you to go first, please, my friend, if you want to unmute yourself.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I literally was just running to the car. Mum life as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so unfit. Seriously, it was like, hello. Yeah, say hello. 5 meters. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. So I'm going to keep this really short because apparently I talk too much. So Joe, have you got the timer ready? Okay, all right. So Vegas was awesome. Oh gosh, now we're in the dark. Hang on. Okay. Vegas was absolutely amazing. And like every single speaker that got up there, I got something out of every single one. But when I was thinking about it today, oh gosh, there were so many. But one lady that really stood out for me was a lady called Ashley Strong. And one thing that she said, which I was struggling with before I went to Vegas, was she said, stop believing that you are stuck, struggling, or stagnant. She's like, just stop believing that right now. And then she went on and she used I think it's called an acronym. And she used the word grow. So GROW. So the G stood for grit, R for rejection, O for ownership, and W for winning the day. So, sorry, I'm still puffing. So basically, grit, don't quit on yourself. You know, you need to be disciplined, you need to constantly be in activity, and you need to be intentional in everything that you do. So it was nothing new to me, but I think it was just, I don't know, hearing it in a big, massive auditorium full of 18,000 people, it just really hit me. So the R is rejection, and it's like all the no's and all the people that ignore you, don't take it personally. At the end of the day, you know, it's part of your business, so just not to take those things personally. And then she said that that she would rather have clear rejection than a fake promise, and that really hit me as well. So it's like, cool, you'd rather have people say no straight away than kind of like muck around and give you a fake promise. So that was really cool. And focus on activity, not feelings. O was for ownership, and basically take responsibility for your business. And that was a massive one for me. Like, treat it like a business. Like, you are the CEO of your own health and wellness company. So, you know, act like that and treat it like that. Because I think I said to Joe at one point, I said, I realized how much I've just kind of been mucking around and just, you know, just not treating it like a real business. So that was massive for me. And don't wait for other people to build your dreams. Do it yourself. And just 100% remove any option to quit. Like, don't even have that as an option. Like, close that door and don't even think about it. And the last one, winning the day. And we all know about this one, that personal development is non-negotiable. So just do it every single day. And another key thing that she said was time management. Like, we're all busy. And I think if we don't actually strategically plan our day and use our diaries, that's when it can get out of control and seem all like, you know, all over the place. And then she finished it by saying, you know, it's actually not about me. You know, it's about other people. And she said, you know, you do more to have more, to be more, to give more. And that was just really awesome. And it was just realizing that, you know, this whole business is not about me. It's about other people. It's about helping other people, inspiring other people, and building belief in them and helping them be successful. And so that was a game changer for me. And I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'll keep talking because I'm pretty sure my time is probably nearly up. See, I'm like talking really fast. You should be proud of me. But it was amazing. And so for all of you guys that are sitting on the fence about AAC in August, just do it. Like, I can't even, it's really hard to even share how massive it was going to Vegas. It's like you almost have to be there to really understand it. And I've really now just understand how important it is to get to events, because it really does build your belief. And just hearing other people talk about it is not enough. So you guys really need to get there in August. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Hey, thank you, Penny. Just quickly before you jump off,
yeah,
can you just quickly share what was your belief in yourself doing this business before Vegas? Like out of 10, 1 out of 10.
All right, so I would say before Vegas, probably about the last month before I went to Vegas, I was really struggling. I was starting to question everything, whether I could do this, you know, whether I was good enough. And so my belief was probably at about a 5, if I'm being honest. I was really struggling. And after Vegas, oh my gosh, it's like 105. Like today I had to like literally stop myself from, I know that sounds silly, but I had to stop myself from reaching out to people, because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to reach like all your people in one day and then have nothing to do for the rest of the week. So, amazing. Yeah, it is. It's a game changer.
And that's it. That's what I want you guys to hear, you know. And even Lauren talks about that, saying that if she didn't go to these events and she's an RVP, she probably would have quit. And just hearing Penny, I put her on the spot for that. She didn't know I was going to ask her that. She was her belief in herself doing this was a 5 out of 10. And now 100 out of 10. So amazing. Thank you, Penny. I can't see Ronnie on the call. So Pastor, I might get you to jump on if that's cool.
Hey everybody. Yes, it's so good to be back, but Vegas was definitely huge. GTC was massive, and I think for me, I guess going there, my expectations were high, and I think that's important as well. You know, like we all know that expectancy sort of breeds, you know, like miracles. It makes things happen as well. So I think I went there expecting big, and I got it. I think it was crazy. Like going into that stadium, I was literally like, oh my gosh. I video called my husband and like spun it around. I was showing him, and I spun it back around. I said, this is massive, eh? And he said, I legit thought you were at the NBA game. Because he thought I was at an NBA game. He honestly didn't realize that was our conference. I said, this is like the bigger than any concert I've ever been to. So it was just amazing to be in that environment and in that energy. And it really just fed your spirit. It just fed you and you fed your belief. I think for me, the huge thing that, it kind of leaves you a bit speechless was like Arbonne's culture. I was just blown away by the company that we're aligned with, you know, and for me personally, I was like, wow, I feel so blessed that I'm aligned to this company. I knew it was incredible. I knew Arbonne was amazing before GTC, but being there, listening to the vice presidents and to the general managers and the CEO, I was just like gobsmacked. And one thing that really stood out to me that a few people said, and I think Peyton said it and a few others, was that I love being a part of a company that allows you to have God first, your family second, and your business third. And that just all was just resounding in my spirit, because it was just aligning with everything that's important to me. So Arbonne, oh man, we are in good hands, guys. This is a company that's already got longevity, but a lot of leaders who've been there for over 10 years were saying, this is the Arbonne we've been waiting for. So I felt like, wow, we've like literally every single one of us who have just started our businesses, even though Joe and I have been a year, we're still so new. We've come at like the pinnacle of the company, where it's in a place where people have been waiting 10, 20, 30 years for Arbonne to be like where it is now. So I just want you to really understand the magnitude of that. And honestly, if you're still like, yeah, I'm going to give this a go, like you really need to reconsider what you have in your hands. And I think that's one thing that was really blew my mind is that like what we have in our hands, the gift that we have in our hands, the opportunity we have in our hands, not for ourselves, but that other people deserve to have as well. So I think, you know, throughout the training, you can hear people saying it's not about you. It's about people that you can help. It's about other people who deserve this, other people who need this opportunity. So for me, that was just wow. And I was just soaking it all up. So I was taking lots of notes, but at the same time, I was trying to be present. I was trying my hardest to like get everything that I needed. I'll go over a few of my takeaways and a few of the top things that stood out to me, and I'll try not to take too long. But one thing, this is just right back at the beginning with area manager training. One of the things they said is like, what's next? In your business, you've always got to have the mindset of like, what's next? Like, what's my next goal? Where am I going to next? Because you don't want to run your business over a 30-day cycle, because it'll start to get really painful if it's just like, just for the 30 days and then you start back at day one again and you're going back for another. Like, you've got to be, what's next? What's the next level? Where am I leveling up to? I know sometimes we're going for big goals like closing district manager or closing area manager or going for region qual and closing region, and it'll go on to nation. But I think we've always got to be having big goals. So if you've just become a new, say, district manager, for example, your goal that month must be to be like, I've got to hit my district manager bonus. You know, like things like that. You've always got to have that what's next. And one thing that was really good was they always emphasize be coachable, work hard, and don't give up. But one thing that really stood out to me is being coachable. And I just want to encourage everybody on here, and you might be like, yeah, I'm coachable, but like I want you to just really challenge yourself and stop and reflect when, say, your area, or say your district manager or your area manager or Joe, your regional vice president, is reaching out to you. Be coachable, because they're in a position where you're trying to get to. So you need to be coachable and listen to them. And I think the other thing too is don't feel threatened by people who are coming in to reach down and pull you up, because they're not trying to take you or your team or people away from you or take away your leadership. They're trying to enhance and add to it. So I think that's really important, is being coachable, trusting your leaders and allowing them, like having that open palm, like, yes, I'm building my team, but I need your support and I need your coaching. So always be teachable. One thing that Katrina Adams said that stood out to me was, this is a business of courage. It takes courage to do what we do. And she said these 4 things: stay the course, trust the process, enjoy the journey, and embrace the setbacks. That's just all part of our business. It's just kind of like a cycle of our business, but that's what gives us that resilience to keep going and keep pressing forward. And I think that's one thing that stood out huge to me, was the stories and the journey of people. Like, you're hearing people who said, I got to region, or I got overtaken not by 1 but 2 of people in my team, and how that set me back so much. And then I got to region, then I lost region, and then I got back to region, and then I was barely making it. And I just loved hearing the journeys. But the most important thing was they were resilient and they did not stop. They did not quit. So where they are today is because of that consistent resilience to keep pushing through. So I love that. Once again, stay the course, trust the process, enjoy the journey, and embrace the setbacks. And another thing here was, you'll never change your life unless you change something daily. And I think it's important that we stop trying to just be like, have this big, massive, one day I'm going to be like that, and actually start to find the little things daily that we can change that's eventually going to compound into something big. And moving our business forward daily. Sorry, I don't have too much more. I'm trying to get on this computer. Blair Prophet said, spoke about growth and just talked about pushing past the hard and taking breaths, not breaks. I think it's really important. You know, I know we're going to have months, and me, for example, like, I just want to be, you know, real honest with you guys. Like, I always, like, every single month since being an area manager, I think my first few months as an area manager, my goal was to hit my area manager bonus. Every other month after that has been to go into region qualification. I haven't hit it yet, you know what I mean? But what I want to say is, like, if you don't put that goal in front of you, and if you don't hold yourself accountable to something and have that because you're afraid you might not get it, you're not going to get it. So for me, like, of course I care. Like, I want to achieve the goals I'm going for, but I'd rather be like, I'm going for that and just about get it and miss it, than be like, oh no, I'm just going to settle with hitting my bonus every single month. So I think, you know, like, when you have those big full-on months, or you've had a big full-on, you know, week or whatever, take a breath, but don't take a break. you can't really afford to take a break and lose momentum in your business. No matter what level you're at, you want to just keep the ball rolling consistently, because as soon as it stops, it's so much harder to build momentum. Rita Davenport was, she's like life. Rita Davenport, if you're not sure who she is, she was the Arbonne's president for 20 years. She's just, a lot of the foundations of Arbonne's training you hear coming through her. A few little key things she said is the teacher will arrive when the student is ready. So that's, once again, being coachable. Coachable 101 is be ready to be a student, and be more, and this is what Penny said, be more so you can have more so you can give more. And I just want to say to all of us, like, don't be ashamed or afraid to be proud that you want abundance and overflow, because really we want that not just for ourselves, but when we have overflow, we can be abundant and give more to others. So when people are in need, you can be like, I got it, I'll cover it, I'll pay for it, I got you. So I loved that so much that we want to do that. And Arbonne is a personal development business. It grows with you. Our business will never outgrow us. So we've got to continually grow ourselves if we want our business to grow. Ashley Strong, have vision, not sight, which was huge. Like, don't just believe what you can see. So I know Lauren kind of covered it quickly, but like, if you've got a goal to hit district manager and you're at 4,000 QV, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got this. But if you're at like 1,500 and you're looking at the time and you're looking at your figures, you're going to be like, oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for it. So, make sure you've got vision, increase your vision and go for it. Rachel Hollis, amazing. What does it look like to own your life? And comparison is the death of joy. Own your life and stop trying to rent others. So stop scrolling too much. That can just be a distraction. Do the work necessary to be who you want to be. Don't put your dreams in the dark. Don't diminish your light. Other people's opinion is none of your business. So I think don't put your dreams in the dark. Don't, what you're doing with Arbonne, the belief that you have, don't be afraid to share it. Share it with people. No one is going to stop me from being who I am meant to be. And I loved this one. This is a statement she said, you are a queen. If you put your head down, your crown will fall off. So keep your head up. So I loved that. That was Rachel Hollis. And it was just obviously just about building that belief in us. So that's just some of my takeaways from the event. But honestly, like Penny said, and I know Joe's going to, AAC is coming up. You don't want to miss it. The other thing is, if you got virtual, please make sure you go over it. Like, even for me, I'm making sure that I'm going to go over all the training that we got, because it was so valuable for me, my personal growth, but also for the business. AAC is coming up, and we're so spoiled because it's like, for a lot of us, it's here in the Gold Coast, it's here in our country, it's only a 3-hour flight away from New Zealand. So honestly, make it a priority. Invest in your business and invest in your ability to grow and catch more beliefs. So that's me, guys. I will hand it back over to Joe. Thank you.
Thanks, Pastor. Gee, it's a little bit crazy here at the moment with Maya. So bear with me as I get my thoughts together. But yeah, as Penny and Pastor Kitty said, it really was incredible, and that's why I actually haven't gone live in the team page yet, because I'm like, I can't focus when she's like this. Darlene, hold on a sec, guys, sorry.
Maya's just got her mummy back, so she's like, don't you leave me. She doesn't want to let her out of she doesn't want to let you out of her sight, Joe. She thinks you're taking off.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, as we were saying, it was really hard to put everything into words. And I think it's like, like when you go to a concert and it's like people are trying to tell you about it, but it's just not the same. And I think that's why we're all trying to emphasize that, guys, please come to AAC. And I know the majority of you haven't been to your big events yet, but honestly, and it is an investment. You might need to take a couple of days off work, or it might be a couple of nights away from your baby, but just remember your why. And so you know, for me being away that week from Maya, it actually wasn't hard. And that's because I know what I'm creating for her future. But some of the key takeaways and things that I think are obviously going to help everyone move their business forward is we had a special VP training, and one of the things they said is that you want to pretend that you took out a $50,000 loan for your business. And I think, you know, for the majority of us, we've spent roughly around $500 thereabouts to start your business. And I think most people treat it like a $500 business. And that's why you're not getting the results that you want. And so truly, like, just reflect for yourself that, you know, if you did spend $50,000 on this business, would you be doing what you've been doing this week on it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, we treat it like a $500 business when it's got the ability to be a multi-million-dollar business for us. So I think just something to reflect on, you know, and I'm talking to myself here as well, is just imagine that you did spend $50,000 on this business. What would you be doing differently right now? You know, how many more hours would you be putting into this business? And another key thing that really stood out to me was like just really being a product of the product. And I know for the majority of us, we start on, you know, the 30-day pack and some skincare, but we've got over 500 products. And, you know, one of the key things is that they said is that you can't sell it if you don't use it. You know, so prior to Arbonne, I wasn't a big skincare person. I wasn't a big makeup person, but I knew in order to fall in love with the business and the products was that I needed to genuinely love them and use them. So I love the makeup and I love the skincare, and I'm no professional, but you know, if that's what it takes to build my business, then I'm willing to learn and you know, use it. So yeah, just really reflect on that as well. You know, look around your house. Have you really got majority of the Arbonne products? Anything that we do have, you know, whether it's moisturizer or, you know, what else do we have? Everything in your bathroom, on your kitchen sink, it really should reflect that you love Arbonne. And one thing that Peyton said, which stood out, was you don't need confidence to build this business. You need courage. You know, and with that courage is going to come your confidence. So, you know, don't sit there telling yourself, oh, I'm not confident, or, you know, you don't need confidence. You know, just have the courage and that belief in yourself, and be okay with making mistakes. You know, Pastor and I made plenty of mistakes when we first started, but that was the best way to learn and the best way to build our confidence. So yeah, I won't go on any more about GTC because I think Penny and Pastor Kitty covered it really well for us. But, you know, just really in finishing this month strong. So we've got 10 weeks to AAC. And as you guys have heard, or those that are new, and I know some of you guys have just joined this month, the last couple of weeks, AAC is our Australia and New Zealand conference. And all I can say is that if you're serious about building this business, if you want a six-figure income with this business, you need to come, guys. It really is an investment and a sacrifice that you want to make in your business. And I can tell you for sure that no VP or MVP have built their business by not coming to the events. Do you know what I mean? So, and if you've got a team, it's really important as well that you lead by example and you come first. So get organized, put your leave in for work now, you know, talk to your husband or partner now so you can sort out the kids, book accommodation, don't leave it to the last minute because then that's when it's going to be expensive. And also this quote that, you know, I really love Vision, and she was one of my key speakers from GTC. I can't even remember her name. I need to go and watch the training again. But she spoke about vision, and I think that's one thing I wanted to encourage everyone in our team is just to continue to grow your vision. And the quote that she said is that confusion fades when your vision is clear. So, you know, if you're sitting there a little bit frustrated in your business, or you're confused by everything or feeling overwhelmed, my biggest advice to you is build your vision, because I truly believe that as you build your vision, and it's so important, you guys would have heard Vic say this before, is that people want to know that you know where you're going, and they want to join someone that knows where they're going. So really continue to build your vision. And yeah, let's close this month out. I know so many of you guys are going for massive goals, and to walk the stage at AAC, you need to be area manager or above. Okay, so that's why we are on a mission to help so many of you guys get into qual and close out area manager and region. We've actually got Ngāwai and Pastor Kitty both going for region qual this month, guys. And, you know, what I wanted to say to, you know, both Ngāwai and Pastor Kitty's teams is really get behind them, guys. And I can tell you firsthand that this goal and them going for region is not about them. Gee, I'm going to get emotional. It really isn't. Their heart is to do this for you guys and to go first. And the only way they're going to do it is by you guys elevating. And they so badly want to see you guys reach that goal. You know, close out area manager and earn $2,000 to $4,000 a month. So really get behind them, team. You know, no QV is too small. You know, send them that message of encouragement, and really rally together on these last 10 days. If there's any team blitzes, jump on together. And, you know, that's what I loved when I went region, was seeing my whole team really back me. And because it really is a team effort. So let's do this, guys. And I know there's quite a few of you guys closing out area and going into area manager qual. So let's all cheer each other on, have a massive 10 days, and reach out to us, guys. Please don't ever feel stuck. Oh, you're going now. Oh. Yeah, please don't ever feel stuck at whatever you're going through. You know, someone in the team's got the answer for you. So reach out to us. And that is us. Is there any questions? Let me just quickly check the chat. And I'll see if Ronnie's jumped on as well. Carrie Kane. Oh, sorry. And lastly, I'll just quickly touch on if there's any questions, chuck them in the chat, guys. And I just want to quickly finish on our NZ roadie that is coming up. So you guys have seen us talk about this, and it's happening in 2 weeks. So the first week of June, myself and Pastor Kitty are doing Monday, West Auckland, Tuesday, South Auckland, Wednesday, Whakatane, Thursday, Tauranga, possibly Rotorua during the day. Let us know if you've got people there. And Friday, Wellington. So if you guys can at least get to one, if you can get to 2 or 3 of them, come along. It's, you know, your people are going to love it more when you're there with them or when you pick them up. And these DAs are for you guys. So please make the most of them. If you've got a team in these areas, make sure that they get there, they bring their friends and family. We want to help you guys build your business. So take advantage of it if we're in the area. And on the Monday, which is Queen's birthday day, we're going to do a brunch in Auckland for our Auckland team. Because we obviously don't live there, we really want to use that time to spend with you guys in Auckland. If you're able to come, it's a public holiday before we kick into the tour. So, Pastor, have I missed anything? Any questions, guys?
Just this Tuesday, we've got our Gold Coast DA as well. So we'll post up the details of that in our team chat. So we've got a DA here in the Gold Coast. So get your guests along, anyone you know, to come along as well.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, no questions. Sorry, lastly, always add on day. Close the month out strong. Please make sure your new consultants have done a first steps training and they've done their business launches with us. Okay, so book those in ASAP because that's going to help them. That's going to build their confidence as well, which is obviously really important, and set them on fire straight away.
Sorry, you just reminded me of something. Yeah, just in terms of being coachable, and especially to our brand new consultants, you know how you receive a 10-step text from your sponsor? Follow those steps. I know some of them are scary, some of them you don't want to do, but honestly, all we're asking you to do is follow the plan of success. So if you're wondering how we did it, how Joe did it, that's exactly how we did it, as we followed those steps. So once you get that from your sponsor, honestly, just go through and tick them off the list, and then when you've gone through it all, if your sponsor hasn't gotten back to you, go back to them and say, what do I need to do next? And then they can give you the next step. But yeah, just want to encourage you, for anyone who wants to move this forward fast, follow that. Even if it's scary, remember, this is a business of courage, and that's what we do every day, is just take another little courage. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, awesome, team. We'll post up the recording for anyone that's missed it. Love you guys heaps. Talk to you soon. See ya.